Hi, welcome to the screencast, which will give you a good idea of what the Liza classroom simulation system can do at this point. This is a very preliminary demo, uh, and you can actually look at it at any point. It's online, so if you go up here, this is the URL to it, visize.org/Liza. Uh, okay, let's start it, and
Hello.
we go in here, and basically what Liza is a 3D environment which has any number of kids that you want in there, and they're rendered in a way to be not be completely realistic. Now, or ironically, we actually have to work hard to make it look this unrealistic. So here's the actual rendering, and it's a 3D. I didn't bother to put clothes on them, but and so it's a true 3D model that you can negotiate around. Let's go back though to the cartoon version.
Hello.
The idea is that there's some research that indicates that people see a character that is not as realistically rendered, they'll be able to put more of their own emotions into it. Freddie, will you please go to sleep? Freddie, please wake up. Okay, so does anybody know what 2 plus 2 equals? Okay, 2 people answer. Let's see what Sarah knows. Yes, Sarah.
The answer is 4.
Why do you say that?
Because I added them on my fingers.
Okay, that's reasonable enough. Anyway, the idea is that in this particular script, there are a bunch of things that it can answer, and this is all based on a script that's actually in a Google spreadsheet. So, I'll show you what's in this particular one. This was done for a explicit instruction class for special education to teach kids how to do polygons. It's very direct instruction kind of thing. So there are a couple things. You can look at an overview. You can say, I want to look at a map of what everything is, and these are the various questions that are in there and problem answers to them. So the idea is you go in here and say,
all right, students, let's get started. How are you doing today?
Good.
Okay.
What are we going to learn about?
Polygons.
Anyway, you go through the whole thing. So the idea is you
look
go
at
through
this
it.
shape. What is it?
A triangle.
And there are a variety of different things. I think we keep asking, it goes through a Markov chain for responses to give different responses. So eventually we'll get to
look at this shape. What is it?
I don't know.
Okay, so then I finally went to this one. Let's go to a different one.
Look at this shape. What is it?
A triangle.
Or they were wrong again there too. And
look at this shape. What is it?
I don't know.
They're wrong again, and eventually they'll come up with
look
the
at
idea.
This shape. What is it?
A quadrilateral.
So eventually they do find it, things like that. And so there's a series of questions that it can answer. It's not unlike a chatbot thing. It's kind of modeled after that, although we use slightly different technology. So the idea is that you talk to it, the text to speech, the speech to text thing in the browser, puts that into text. We do semantic matching and cosine word similarity to our scripts and try and pick the best answer for it. And so there are a couple of ways that people go about it. You can look and see a preview of what the course is going to look like, and if we put this in play, it allows us to look at the instruction one by one.
All right, students, let's get started. How are you doing today?
Okay, I guess.
Well, this lesson should be fun for you. Today we are going to learn about polygons. What are we going to learn about?
Not sure.
All right, see they randomly go through right or wrong answers to decide, and then you can. One other thing I want to show you is the blackboard, and you can use the blackboard to essentially use it the same way a teacher would use a blackboard in the classroom. So here you can put up slides, and we've got a series of slides, or you can say I want to put up a particular picture, say a map of the U.S., and then do some drawing on it. Maybe do some typing. Let's see, this is Texas. And this becomes part of the record that you can use. Okay, let me show you what it actually looks like on the back end. The back end is essentially a Google spreadsheet, and it's a series of different things. So here's the opening. All right, students, let's get started. And we told you to put up slide 1, and then there's some feedback that comes in there. We kind of follow there's an old pedagogical model, really from the 70s or 80s, called ITE or ITF, or sometimes called ABC, antecedent behavior response. But the basic idea is the teacher says something, the student says something in return, and then the teacher responds. And then we can use that for formative feedback to get them to talk about what they're doing. In any event, these are very easily made, and you can, we have a bunch of different. So for example, here is what's the 2 plus 2 equal? The right answer was 4, but the possible wrong answer would be 22. And then based on that one, we would say, if they added 22, it'd say, well, you're not adding the numbers together, you're adding digits. So you can make actually very sophisticated scripts. Now we're using it in an interesting way in some special ed classrooms now, where we're using it for student teachers, where the student teachers actually make their scripts. And we're currently doing a trial of that at UVA, and that's kind of interesting. In any event, I encourage you to play around with it and check things out, and you can talk to it, a variety of things. You say, does anybody know what time it is? Yes, Robert.
I don't really know how to tell time yet.
Okay, that's reasonable, I guess. All right, thanks for watching.